how the flight of India's women power has been halted. Their dreams have been brutally crushed. Despite our best efforts, we have failed. The Nari Shakti Vandan Act has not been amended, and I apologize to all the mothers and sisters for this. Friends, the national interest is paramount for us. But when party interests become everything for some, when party interests become greater than the national interest, then women power and the national interest have to bear the brunt of it. This is what has happened this time too. The women power of the country has suffered the consequences of the selfish politics of parties like the Congress, DMK, TMC, and Samajwadi Party. Friends, yesterday, millions of women across the country were watching Parliament. The women power of the country was watching. I was also deeply saddened to see that when this women's welfare proposal was defeated, dynastic parties like the Congress, DMK, TMC, and SP were cheering and applauding. These people were thumping the table after stripping women of their rights. What they did wasn't just a thumping on the table. It was an attack on a woman's self-respect and self-esteem, and women forget everything. They never forget their insults. Therefore, the pain of the behavior of the Congress and its allies in Parliament will always remain in every woman's heart. Whenever women in the country see these leaders in their constituencies, they will remember that these very people celebrated the blocking of women's reservation in Parliament. They celebrated I will say bluntly to the parties that opposed the Nari Shakti Vandan Amendment in Parliament yesterday, these people are taking women's power for granted. They are forgetting that 21st century women are closely monitoring every event in the country. They can sense their intentions and are fully aware of the truth. Therefore, the opposition will surely be punished for the sin they have committed by opposing women's reservation. These parties have also insulted the sentiments of the founding fathers of the Constitution, and they will not escape the public's punishment. Friends, the Nari Shakti Vandana Amendment in this House wasn't about taking anything away from anyone. The Nari Shakti Vandana Amendment was about giving something to everyone. It was about giving. It was an amendment to grant women their rights, pending for 40 years by the next Lok Sabha elections in 2029. The Nari Shakti Bandhan Amendment was a great effort to give women new opportunities, a new flight, and remove obstacles from their path. It was a sacred effort made with sincerity and clear intentions to give 50% of the country's population their rights. It was an effort to make women companions in India's development journey and to unite everyone. The Nari Shakti Bandhan Amendment is the need of the hour. The Nari Shakti Bandhan Amendment was an effort to equally increase the power of every state, north, south, east, and west. It was an effort to empower the voices of all states in parliament, whether small or large, whether their population was small or large. But this honest effort has been thwarted by Congress and its allies in the House, in front of the entire nation. They have committed foeticide. Parties like Congress, TMC, Samajwadi Party, DMK, are guilty of this foeticide. They are criminals of the Constitution of India. They are criminals of the nation's women power. Friends, Congress hates the very issue of women's reservation. It has always conspired to stop women's reservation. Every previous effort in this direction, Congress has obstructed it. This time, too, Congress and its allies resorted to one lie after another to stop women's reservation. Sometimes about numbers, sometimes in other ways, Congress and its allies tried to mislead the nation. By doing this, these parties have exposed their true face before the women power of India. They have taken off their mask. Friends, I personally hoped that Congress would correct its decades-old mistake and atone for its sins. But Congress lost the opportunity to make history and stand up for women. Congress itself has lost its existence in most parts of the country. Congress Party, like a parasite, is surviving by riding on the backs of regional parties. But the Congress Party also doesn't want the regional parties to grow in strength. Therefore, by opposing this amendment, the Congress Party has hatched a political conspiracy to jeopardize the future of many regional parties. Friends, for so many years the Congress, Samajwadi Party, DMK, TMC, and other parties have been making the same excuses and arguments. They have been robbing women's rights by using one technical snag or another. The country has long understood this nefarious pattern of politics. And the reason behind it. Brothers and sisters, a major reason for the opposition to the Nari Shakti Bandhan Act is the fear of these nepotistic parties. They fear that if women become empowered, their leadership will be threatened. They never want women outside their family ties to advance. Today, the thousands and millions of women who have proven their mettle in panchayats and local bodies want to step forward and enter the Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabhas to serve the country, and the nepotism-oriented parties feel insecure about them. After delimitation, there will be far more seats for women. Women's stature will increase, grow, so these people have opposed the Nari Shakti Bandhan Amendment. The women power of the country will never forgive the Congress and its allies for this sin. My dear countrymen, the Congress and its allies have been continuously lying about delimitation. They want to fuel the fires of division under this pretext. Because divide and rule. Congress inherited this politics from the British, and it continues to rely on it even today.